Alrighty then. This is going to be the start of another project. This is going to be for a subscriber and personal friend. This is going to be I think the 8th one that I've done of this model. It's a Zenith 7S 529. It's in a bit of rough shape. I mean, it's really rough. He wanted to know if I could restore it for him, just like I did all the other ones. He wants fiber optics in the thing, and he wants fresh dial bezel polished up. We're going to have to get some knobs on it, a knob for it, or maybe a set of knobs. It depends on whether or not they can match. Fortunately, all the tone buttons are in good condition. Well, in good shape anyway. Let's put it that way. They're not split, cracked, or missing pieces. We've got a little bit of fracturing there. Everything else seems to be okay. It has an original grill cloth on it that's going to go away, and pretty much it's going to get sanded down. We're going to save this faux finish as much as we can, because it's still real good shape. We got some nasty scarring there. I think we can deal with that. The back, it didn't have a back cover. I've made one already for it. I just need to get it decaled and finished out. It does have its antenna with it. It is broken up here in the corner. We're going to take care of that and get it replaced. I'm not sure what this stuff is. I don't know. Looks like, oh, it looks like part of the original knob, the on-off knob, and volume. So if I remember correctly, most all of these have bad volume controls in them, and I'm suspecting that this one's not going to be any different. So let's go ahead and we will extract the antenna from it. Yeah, we'll spiffy that up and everything, get it all nice and new. The cabinet is kind of coming apart a little bit. I can feel it in the movement of the thing, so we're going to get that glued up. Let's see, I got to remove the knobs. These here got to probably come, yeah, there we go. Yeah, and all that rubber wiring, crusty, the clown wiring. Yeah, let's see what this one here looks like. Yeah, the only good one in this one would be that braided wire. It's the only one that'll be good in any of this tone control stuff. Fortunately, the phenolic wafer is completely intact. Yeah. So we're gonna work this out here and see what we can get done with it. I think these button tonal buttons are intact on the back part. This one here looks cracked, and the others look like they're pretty much intact. They're misaligned pretty badly. I think we can do something with that. We'll get these separated out and get them off. This here, we'll see, yeah, that one there will come off. We'll put that over in there. This one here, yeah, that one there, just a spline fit. I don't think these here will fit through, so I'm going to have to remove these wafers from the body of the control. Hang on and let me get that done, and we'll be right back. All right, there we go. Yeah, somebody has already been in here because typically I found that Zenith has put a asbestos shield on the top, underside the top of the case, because the tubes would put out, especially that output tube, it would really throw some heat up on the top of the cabinet whenever you have the back cover in place and everything else. So speaker looks pretty good. We'll get it checked out and tested. We'll need some new rubbers. It has all the tubes here. The dowel string is still intact. It's tangled up with everything else that's on there, and the lights. Let's tip it up and see what we got here. No dust cover on the thingy. Yeah, somebody's been here and gone, but it doesn't look like they did any damage to anything. Don't look like. This ought to be a pretty good candidate. We'll get a couple of things changed out on this doggone thing, and we will make sure that everything's playing nice in here. We'll ditch the wires and the tone controls, and we'll bring it up and see whether or not it will respond. Yeah, there's no control of the push buttons, and if you see here, it's pretty much because of this these bumpers are missing. So I'm pretty sure that's been the rule of thumb for most of them anyway. So we'll get this thing on the bench. I have to make room for it, but we'll get it on the bench, and we'll get the things double checked out and see what needs to be taken care of here first before we throw a cord on it and get it flared up. So hang on for more. All right, we're in the dungeon, and we got everything loaded up here. We're going to check out the antenna, make sure it's viable. We'll check across the loading coil and see what we get. We're liable not to get a tone on this. 64 ohms, good. Now we'll check across the main loop. Cut tone 1.1 ohms. Across one side of the tap 0.7, and across the other side 0.3. So the antenna is good to go. Now let's check the speaker. By the way, the speaker does look pretty good. It's missing its dust cap. I'm not sure why, but we're going to put one on it later. So now we're going to check the field coil. And I think the field coil is rated at 1,000 ohms, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere around there, if I remember correctly. About 1,000 ohms. So the two closest pins will be the ohm reading. Let's kick this down there. We're not going to get a continuity buzz. 1,000 ohms. Now we'll go across the far pins, and that should be the audio transformer. 568 ohms. We're good. Let's just, for shits and grins, go across the voice coil. Chunky. 0.9. Good. So we're good. The speaker is a go. Now, on the chassis, it doesn't look like anything is stressed in here, at least. Maybe that cap right there might be a little stressed. The cap, the main cap underneath there is still in play. So the wiring in here looks pretty good. This wiring up here is a little touchy and iffy, but I think it's okay to go. We snipped out all of the tonal wires all the way down into here. So we don't have to worry about that. Everything else down in there looks still pretty good, even to the oscillator coil. What we will do is, not sure, there we go. Now we will lock one of these into position, see what we get whenever we get to it. I think that resistor there has been, I replaced this resistor on quite a few of the other ones that I've done. And this one. This one here doesn't look like it's been stressing, but you never know. As for all the other ones, they look like they are doing okay. This one here is questionable, but I think we can get a test made on that, and then that is going to be probably the second one to go whenever we get down, when we get down to the real nitty-gritty. Now, turn this up. Just to avoid any additional issues, I think what we'll do is pull these tubes and get them checked so we know that they are not going to be faulty. So let me do that and we'll be right back. All right. We've gutted the rest of the wiring in here and such. We got another cord hooked to it. We checked the power transformer and it is good. And what else did we do? We've got it hooked into pin 8 of the rectum fire tube and to center tap, and we'll see what she's going to be drawing on that. We're going to bring it up on the small bulb, the 75 water, to start. So let me go ahead and turn this over. Let me make sure that I'm still in frame, pretty much. There we go. Let's go back a little bit further. Okay. I got some temporary knobs on there. Let's plug in the speaker. There we go. There's that. And we'll get the antenna hooked in. Ah, boy, that's tight. We'll have to rework that. So there is that. We're missing a shorting bar on the back of the chunky wonky there. Let me see if I got something here that I can quickly use for the shorting bar. There we go. We'll use my little scraper. So we got that in there. I believe these have shorting bars on them, if I can remember correctly, which you know my memories. Okay, so we're there. We're on the, let's see. Let me get you out of the stirrup and in my hot little hands. Let's turn it around. Let me make sure I'm in the right. You have to make sure that I'm in the right orientation. I had my phone in the stirrup, turned around the other way, and I wasn't sure if you were looking at it straight up or straight down or all around or whatever. So we're hooked in over here. We're ready to go. Got the little bulb screwed in. I'm not going to bother with any of the lamps right now. It is on here. We'll turn it way up so we can hear it if it does anything. Let's go ahead and we got a light pulling about 30, 25, 250. We got lights. We're pulling 250, 249, 247, 70, frick a frack, 230, 229, 228, 27. Yeah, she's going down there. She's brightening up over here. We're pulling 320. Looks like we settled in around 224. And we're not. Let's flip this up so we can get it turned in our direction. It's pretty quiet. With my halogens on it, ought to be a squawking at me. So let's see if we can draw any attention here. We're all the way up. Nothing, 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 nothing. Well, we got something in our local. Not getting a clack, 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 clack through the... Let me get my long wire out. America's best music. Sorry to say I had to take and mute that music session of that thing, or else I'm going to get a strike. So yeah, there's nothing else in there. So we're going to go ahead and do some surgery on it and get it going. So we're going to start stripping it down. So thanks for watching.